Comics Plus, what's up? Akasan. Before I get into the E3 trailers and knock all that shizat down, let's see what's in store for, let's go with Infinity War. That's probably, no, Infinity War. And what happened to all my videos? Okay, let's go with, honest trailers. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, not for me. I wasn't feeling the movie most of it. Like, it really wasn't clicking for me. It was, an interesting way it was produced, interesting the way it was produced. It was tailored, I think, for a different audience, and there's nothing wrong with that. After 20-something movies, I think, 20 Marvel movies, I think we can allow ourselves to, for Marvel to expand their demographic and reach other audiences, which is fine. We have that coming up with Phase 4, Shang-Chi, something like that, right? And what have you not. My point is that it wasn't for me, but I'm glad that it did so well in the box office. And I didn't mind her so much in game. I thought she fit very well, actually. For me, you know, I don't know why people always say I'm a super Marvel fan, but I'm like, I've gone on record several times that I've said Ant-Man, the solo movie, boring for me. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I missed like 40 minutes of that movie, and then mainly I just was tuning in for the end scream. Doctor Strange, go see my reaction to that. I was just waiting for Infinity War at that time. So there's several different Marvel movies where I feel they work better in a team essence. For me, I enjoy them a lot more being part of the team. Ant-Man was great in Endgame, but for a solo movie, I'm whatever about it. So, and I felt that way about Captain Marvel. The best part about it was in LA. Let's see what Honest Trailers has to say.
From Marvel. Aw, it's all Stan Lee cameos? That's not fair.
That's true.
You're gonna make me cry, we haven't even started yet.
Right?
Marvel is taking it back to the first Avenger. Nope, not that one. This Avenger.
I did
Before
not
all the
like
new
that.
ones like Ant-Man. Well, not that Ant-Man.
Nah.
Before Black Panther, at least. Well, after T'Chaka was Black Panther, but before T'Challa, right? Look, I don't know. It's the 90s, okay?
Yeah.
She's the 90s one. Captain Marvel. Journey to Hala. Captain Marvel, a girl with the power of spaceship. She's a snarky flying soldier with amnesia on a quest to recover her true identity. A snarky flying soldier without amnesia. Just don't tell her how to feel.
She's too emotional. There's nothing more dangerous to a warrior than emotion.
I really did not like that. That was so late on.
Override your judgment. Can you keep your emotions in check long enough to take me on?
Because this hotshot pilot likes to keep it in neutral.
We'll get to the bottom of these fears. Together.
That's an actual cut! Holy shit!
Dreams again.
Oh shit!
Carol, calm down. You're getting too emotional.
Oh shit!
Bring the creep.
Oh
Hello.
shit!
Like every Marvel hero,
Holy
she needs
shit!
someone to smirk at.
It's like she was
Like
reloading.
Her problematic
Oh,
Yoda,
fuck.
Maria Rambeau, her Marvel-issued Black Fred,
Yep.
Annette Bening in a dual role as a scientist we don't really get to know,
Yeah.
and a computer we don't really understand. The dog from The Thing
Ew.
in cat form.
That is
And
true.
stealing the show, a facially de-aged Nick Fury, an effect that will completely fool the eye until you notice him run, fight, or use a keyboard. Uh-oh, Grandpa's in the computer building superheroes again.
Oh, because of the hands.
Years
Okay.
for Marvel to introduce the Skrulls. thrill with the possibility that they'll be the next big bad after Thanos, because they could be anyone from Captain America to cute, cuddly family man?
I do.
Wait, the
yeah,
story
that sucks.
How do you not make Ben Mendelsohn evil?
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn is always evil.
Yes.
You're so not getting Secret Invasion.
Yes, I hate
Are
that.
you ready for a blockbuster? It won't take Alta Vista to find one.
That was-
Because Captain Marvel is a Street Fighter too. And she's onto your game, boy. So back off, trolls, and go back to the mall, rats. Her powers don't need to be nerfed.
Oh my God.
About rocking the vote in the bush. Leonard Cohen? Holy shnikes, these 90s references are as forced as the movies.
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I did kind of like it
So
sometimes.
get ready for a film that's disappointing if it's the meat in an Infinity War sandwich. A solid watch if it's up against
True.
the other Marvel origin stories.
True.
And Citizen Kane compared to female
I'll give you that.
Lady Heroes.
I'll give you that.
The theater. Never.
I'll give you that.
Starring the Captainess Miss Marvel, Nick Fury,
Ugh.
Skrull and Clones,
Yeah.
Law in Orbit, Eskryu, Blue Man Troop, the Garfield your aunt still has stuck on her car windshield. Maria
Oh, that's what that reference was.
Ekrof Ria et Voyage. Who? ADLC.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the screenwriter of What Lies Beneath. Just a fun fact I know instead of my
No
dog's
shit.
birthday.
Didn't know that.
Last time I trusted someone.
Oh my God.
I'm trusting you not to eat me.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a stretch.
Oh, motherfucking!
What's better than an honest game trailer? Two honest game
All right.
trailers, thanks to E3.
So that really
One in
sucked,
the face with a
actually.
double barrel of honesty. Click one of them now, or my mom will cancel my Xbox Live.
Okay.
Put the bunny back in the box. Crunchitize me, Captain.
Okay. Let's go. So, something I was thinking about was, my thing is, so that Captain America, the Nick Fury eye situation, it's funny because it annoyed me at first, but then at the same time, I never thought that was the actual reason he lost his eye. Like, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but the way I saw it was more or less that's how he got the scratches, but not necessarily how he lost his eye. And I always figured that sometime further down the line, because we don't actually, somewhere further down the line, there might be a bigger issue. Like, I always felt like if really Marvel wanted to clean that up based on audience reaction to that, I felt like further down the line, somebody could shoot him in the eye. Kind of do a, what's his name from The Walking Dead, Carl. Some form or fashion like that. Like, you could somewhere recon that type of situation and have him get shot in the eye, stabbed in the eye. Something a little more gruesome in a solo spin-off movie. Something like that. It didn't sit well with me at all with that scene, but I always felt like they could do something. Like, we never actually see like that eye damaged. We just see like him rocking something to cover this up. But yeah, that was kind of like that. And then the first Avenger thing, like some of that stuff, a lot of stuff was, I think the reason it didn't sit well with me was that it was a phase 1-ish type movie that had a lot of forced references to sort of layer Captain Marvel within the realm of the universe. Again, I liked her in Endgame. I liked her in a story movie, but just similar to Ant-Man, it's just some stuff just felt kind of like forced in a way to just kind of get those people in there and make them seem like they were more important to the overall story than they really were. And, we saw that in Endgame a little bit more, that, Captain Marvel's been in space for a while. She has people that know people that can get Thanos and what have you not. But for me, this first outing of Captain Marvel was just kind of like, yeah. It was the 90s nostalgia. It was cute. It was interesting. But I just felt like the chemistry of the movie Like, it just felt like everybody was kind of phoning it in, and nobody was really that interested in being part of that movie. I don't know. It was a disappointing in a sense of the way the MCU lore was put in there, but it wasn't bad for a solo movie. When I think about, like, Honest Trailers made a good point. When you think about all the other starting off movies, it was alright. It was alright for a Phase 1 movie, just disappointing that it happened so late, I suppose, in the game, and especially right after Infinity War. I'm like, shit, man, wait, she's supposed to be the strongest? It made sense, but she was just so overpowered in the actual movie. But maybe going back and watching it later, like if I had watched this before Infinity War, before we got so serious, maybe I would have been able to absorb it a lot more. And I think that's the biggest danger that Marvel has had right around the Infinity War saga. Now, after all that's done with Endgame, I'll be very curious to see how they take this out. Like, I think it is time for a nice fresh start, sort of like a revamp or so, where nothing's really connected. I'm glad they closed everything off, and now mentally I think myself and other fans can kind of get ready for like more of a fresh start. Yes, we have Doctor Strange 2, we have Black Panther 2, but maybe they have other ways to build on other things, and it's kind of we're starting from the ground up again, in some sense. That's the way I kind of feel about it. We'll see what happens. Red Rat Nation, stand up, speak up, tell me what you guys think about it all. Let me know, and I will move on to the next one. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.